Alfie, couple of goals in your last couple of games of late. In fact, actually, what, 4 in the last 5, isn't it? How much do you feel you're back to your best at the moment?
Yeah, it's nice to obviously get on the score sheet. I didn't have a pre-season this year, so it was probably a few games in to sort of get up to speed and things like that. So and then obviously got the injury and had a little setback. So yeah, to hit 2023 with 4 games, 4 goals, obviously it's a good feeling for myself. But most important thing is the team, and we're not obviously getting the results that the sort of the performance that we're putting in.
Yeah, I suppose the irony, you mentioned the run so far this year. The irony, the one game you didn't score against Salford was the one that Cheltenham won.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so maybe I should stop scoring and we might win.
I'm sure nobody wants that, Alfie. How's it been the last 3 games with Will Goodwin as your new strike partner?
Yeah, it's been really good. He's a handful. He gets in behind. He's sort of like Keon when he come in and sort of had that bond with Keon. So yeah, we've only played a few games together, but you can see that we're slowly sort of forming a partnership. So it's important that we keep doing that and keep working on things and hopefully, like I say, keep scoring goals, both of us.
And you've got previous, if you like, of doing really well in the second half of the season. You're at double figures now. I mean, in terms of what you've had to go through, do you feel well placed now for a really strong second half of the season?
Yeah, definitely. Over the Christmas period, obviously there's a lot of games, and you sort of pick up a good fitness. You get some minutes in your legs over that Christmas period. So going into sort of 2023 as fit as anything. So it's now that I keep on top of that and keep sort of chipping away and try and score as many goals as I possibly can.
Port Vale this weekend, I guess you kind of know what to expect with them, but you've got to match it as a team, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. They're a good team. They're all about fight scenes, etc., and things like that. So it's important that we match that, and sort of performance-wise, we need to put another performance in and hopefully get a result. And we know that 3 points is massive this weekend. We obviously we didn't have the game Tuesday, and sort of results went our way, and we know we're in a scrap. So it's important that we take sort of 48 minutes at a time of a game and make sure that we get some points on the board.
And the disruption of Tuesday not being on, does that make you feel any fresher going into this weekend?
Yeah, you have a full week of preparing for a game. You can do more things sort of out on the training pitch. So yeah, it's nice to have that break with we know how many games that are coming up in February with the Tuesday nights. So yeah, it's sort of you can do more work on the training ground.
7 goals for Cheltenham in the last 3 games as a team. Bearing in mind goal scoring hadn't been that regular before then. What's changed of late? Is it just sort of things settling down? Is it people being more clinical? What's sort of making the difference at the moment?
Yeah, it's the understanding of that we're good players, having sort of that belief that we can stick the ball in the back of the net. We've got players in obviously midfield that sort of scoring goals with Broomy, TP. You look at the Plymouth game. I know we went 2-0 down, but we probably had better chances in the first half against them, and unfortunately at this moment in time sometimes it's not dropping for us. But yeah, we just, like I say, we have to keep sort of grinding it out, and hopefully the chances that sort of are not going in at the minute do start going in, because obviously goals win games, and it's important that we keep doing that.
And just back to Port Vale, obviously there was the 2 goals there as well for Cheltenham. Charlie Brown with the late equaliser. My abiding memory of it is the ball hitting the back of the net from him, but you're the one who goes to celebrate to the fans, which I suppose just shows you how much that point and getting that point late on meant to the team and to everyone in it.
Yeah, we know, like I say, we know Port Vale are a very good team, and they play on a very big pitch, so it obviously suits them playing the way that they do. So yeah, when Charlie scored, it was the raw emotion of we know we've obviously got a point at Port Vale, and yeah, anyone could score a late goal like that. Everybody's celebrating, and it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling when the ball hits the back of the net, and like I say, yeah, whoever it is doing it, it's good to celebrate with them.
Thanks, Alfie. Good luck.
Cheers.
Alfie, I think you've matched the total of goals you had at this time last year, 10, and then you went on an amazing run at the start of February, got 16 between then and the end of the season. But how good an achievement is it to be level with where you were last season, considering what happened in the summer, the ankle injury against Shrewsbury, and the things you had to overcome to get back to top form? Yeah,
definitely. It's important as a player you be consistent, and Cheltenham, that's one reason why I signed for Cheltenham. Obviously, game time was important, and I sort of had that belief that I could score goals, but I just didn't have the consistent games and things like that. So Cheltenham gave me that sort of option, and it was brilliant. And you just need to stay level-headed. And for me, it's important that I do as much as I can for the team. And like I say, I get paid to stick the ball in the back of the net. So it's my job to do that, and whoever's on the pitch up front, I know for a fact that the lads here, they're sort of saying the same thing. I think Charlie said it the other day. He gets paid to put the ball in the back of the net. Don't get too high, never get too low. So it's important that we keep going and trying to score as many goals as we can.
You've already got the record, obviously, this season, but you're not. I think you're only 2 or 3 away from 50 league goals now. And I know you'll always put the team first, but how nice would it be to get that half century? Because that's gonna take some beating, that record.
Yeah, and that's something that when I retire, you sort of look back on and you be proud of my family, my wife, my kids. When you visit clubs like this, when you retire, you hold a record, and yeah, it's a great feeling. And like I say, it's important that I keep scoring more. I don't want to give up now. I think if you look at it, you've got about 18 months left on my contract, so I want to score another 20, 25, 30 more, mate, if that's possible. And I know I have the belief to scoring goals. I go into every game thinking I'm going to score. I get chances, and then it's down to me to obviously be clinical and be ruthless.
Yeah, if you look at your overall record for Cheltenham, it pretty much is 1 in 2, which is sort of gold standard, isn't it, for any striker?
Yeah, it's a good record. I think one of my friends actually told me that the other day. And yeah, it's one of them. Like I say, Cheltenham gave me that platform to sort of, they trusted me, and I can't thank them enough. So it's important that I sort of try and give something back. And like you say there, I'm in the team to score goals, and it's the best feeling. I just want to carry on scoring goals, and hopefully I can finish. I've got a target for the end of this season, a personal target. So obviously I matched it. I hit it last year, so hopefully I hit it again this year.
Yeah, just on something a bit different, Alfie, Alcon Baggett. I don't think Cheltenham have ever had an Indonesian international in the squad before. How's he settled in, and what's he like as a guy off the pitch?
Yeah, he's a good lad. He seems down to earth. Obviously, we haven't seen him in a game yet, but you can see the quality that he has in training and things like that. And I think he's brought a lot of support to Cheltenham now with his fans. He's got over 1 million followers on Instagram. But no, yeah, he's obviously going to have to wait a bit patient to probably get into the team. the back three, and obviously we've lost Lewis, which is he's a massive loss for us. He's been superb this season. So hopefully, yeah, he can slot in there and hit the ground running really.
Just finally, Alfie, performances have been pretty good largely against some really good teams recently. Does it feel like a massive one this weekend, just for trying to get the job done? Obviously, performances are important, but at some point you're going to have to get something to show for it, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. We know we want to win games. That's why we play this game. We know you have to stay in the league and win games. We know it's tough. It's a tough league. If you look at the teams that we've actually performed against, and you look at their wage budget, but like the gaffer says, it's 11 players on the pitch against each other. Don't worry about the badge, don't worry about the atmosphere, sort of worry about ourselves, and that's sort of what we got to keep doing. We got to keep performing, and hopefully we sort of fall the right side of the line. So yeah, we know how important 3 points would be Saturday, and like I say, we'll try our hardest to get them, and we want to stay in this league, so it's important that we carry on doing what we're doing, and hopefully the 3 points come.